Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Coming up on the program, we bring to you an update on the Imota rice mill construction, and the Loma Managing Director speaks to us on waste management and Cleaner Lagos initiative. We kick off the show with the ongoing Lagos State rice mill at Imota, which stands as one of the largest in Africa. Now, this report focuses on the present stage and the capacity of the mill, expected to be completed by the end of this year, 2021. Let's take a look.
Nigeria is the largest producer of rice in Africa, with an average production volume of 8 million metric tons. As of 2019, Nigeria ranked as the 14th largest producer of rice in the world, with China being the top producing country. Also in 2019, Africa had a total production volume of 14.6 million, with Nigeria producing about 55% and Egypt produced about 30% of the volume. As part of plans to increase this figure, the Lagos State government has taken a giant step by building a rice mill at Imota, Ikorodu area of the state. The integrated mill is a 22-hectare facility, with the rice mill taking about 8.5 hectares. It consists of a complete set of new mills, 2 warehouses and 16 silos. Imota rice mill is expected to produce 32 tons per hour, with each of the 16 silos boasting of a capacity of 2,500 tons each. This project is put together by Nigerians, and workers are seriously engaged to meet the deadline. It's our second visit to the site. The team in charge of making this project a reality is on ground, and one of the contractors says the mill is over 90% done.
Overall, the project is about 92% completed. If you look around you, most of what you see are indigenous workers. So everything from inception, that is from design to construction, installation, has all been done by a local workforce. But the challenges have been the little component that involves the foreign component because of COVID restrictions. As you can see, there are 2 lines. We're actually on line A, which is 100% completed, and then you have line B, which is 90% completed. Basically, what's going to go on here is the actual rice milling. That is the sorting, the husking, polishing, bagging, the whole process of milling goes on in here. And you have 2 16-ton per hour mills, which can run either together or independently, basically. This is state-of-the-art. It's called the Rolls-Royce of rice mill equipment, basically. And even though we were built to complete this project in 2018, 2019, they've actually fed us with up-to-date technologies, which we keep incorporating until and when the mill is ready for commissioning. The quality of the rice you're going to get from here is second to none, basically. It's equal to whatever it is when you say imported rice. So basically, the rice from here can be put side by side by any rice imported, and you get the same quality, basically.
Electrical cables are being put in place for optimal operation, and the contractor tells us the progress made in terms of installation.
Go to the back and gather them and bunch them. See, engineer, please bunch these cables. I told you, bunch them.
As you can see, work is ongoing here. Yeah, this is the harvest dryer control room here. And there is another control room on the other side. And we have one on the rice mill. There is one here as well for the silo storage. So far, for the silo storage, all the silo activities are completed, except for a few activities that we need to do at the top. So those are dependent on the equipment supplier. So, and for the intake and pre-cleaning, 100% complete. So, and this area we're also finishing. So overall, we're at 92% completion.
What is being done presently is house cleaning, and for those in charge of construction in here, the mill is ready for operation.
It will interest you that we moved to site in year 2017. Until date, we've never for one day moved out of sight. Even in the face of the challenges that COVID-19 pandemic posed, we bent backward to make sure that we deliver to town on the rice mill. And as it is, we can confidently tell you that we've put the challenges behind us, and that explains our readiness and preparedness to deliver the motorized mill project, which is a legacy project for Lagos State and all Nigerians in general. We are ready for the commissioning anytime our client, that is the Lagos State government, beckons on us that, okay, we are coming tomorrow. We are ever ready to deliver the site. At the moment, all the critical work areas have been completed. At the moment, we are doing the house cleaning, which is just a step to delivering the project to the Lagos State government. A motorized mill, as it is now, is the first in sub-Saharan Africa. And this is probably the third largest in the world. At the moment, globally, we have food insecurity, crisis everywhere, and come home to Nigeria. The challenges are posed by internal crisis we have as a people. Once the rice mill kicks off, Lagosians will benefit, and all Nigerians in general.
The equipment here are top-notch. Each of the silos is 25 meters high, with a lifespan of 40 years that is already automated.
We have 16 number silos there. So, and each of the silos is 2,500 tons capacity. So in total, we have 40,000 storage capacity for paddy. So, and the way the whole operation here works is that when the paddy comes from the farm, it goes into the intake. So then from the intake, it goes to the pre-cleaning. So where some of the impurity that comes with the paddy from the farm is being sorted. Then some of the stone also is being removed. Then from the pre-cleaning, it goes to the harvest dryer. So the harvest dryer is to reduce the moisture content in which the paddy comes into the mill. And then when that is done, it is being stored in the silo here. So through the top conveyor. So you can see we have the top conveyor on the top of the silo. So that is where the paddy goes into the silo for storage. From here, through the bottom conveyor, the paddy goes into to the conveyor, and from there to the parboiling area. So where the rice will be parboiled. Then from there, it goes to the parboil dryer. So where it will be dried, then to the mill itself. So at the rice mill, we have the deoxing, the color sorting and all that. Then from there, it goes for baggaging. Then from there to the finished goods storage. Yes, everything is automated, right from the intake to where the bagging is being done. Everything is being automated. So we only need just little human supervision as the people in the control rooms to just check how the processing is going on. Anywhere you are in the world, if you are part of the team, you can be able to assess what is going on here, and if you have any input to make, you can do that. Looking at the silo, you see it's being made of galvanized steel material. So 30, 40 years, the silo is still there, even more than. So all we need to do is just normal maintenance, just cleaning and all that.
Some residents in the area appeal to the government to deliver the long-awaited project.
And many people will benefit from it. The youth, everybody, even the community, the community nearby us, everybody will benefit from it. Not only Imota, Ikodu will benefit from it, Shagam, Agbowa, Ekpe. Because what I've seen about that place, I can see that it is a very large rice mill. As we heard about it, they said it was the largest in the whole Nigeria. And likewise the road is very bad. They should do something about the road so that at least those trucks that wanted to apply the route, they will be able to access the road in a normal condition.
We appreciate the state government for bringing the rice mill to Imota because it will create jobs for the youth, and we are also grateful that the project is not abandoned.
We still need a lot of investment for Imota. Imota is a popular place. I think you understand me, but we still need local government. Government should be complete Imota rice, and we should approve, and everything should be normal for the people.
The Lagos state government has spent 20 billion naira out of the 25 billion naira initially budgeted for the construction of the mill. And Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu recently announced that the mill will be ready by fourth quarter of 2021.
This rice mill will produce 2.4 million bags of 50 kg rice annually, and it will create over 200,000 jobs at Imota. Well, we're believing that we should complete, and start production of this rice mill by the fourth quarter of this year, so meaning before the end of 2021. We want to create opportunity to feed ourselves and to feed Nigeria if possible, and create economic growth and prosperity through agriculture.
Rice is one of the important staple food in the country that is mostly consumed on a regular basis. It is rich in nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and carbohydrates. When the Imota rice mill is completed, it is expected to boost the GDP of Lagos, create jobs in both the upstream and downstream sector of the rice value chain.
The Lagos State government says it's not relenting in achieving a cleaner Lagos. A chat with the managing director of the State Waste Management Authority gives an insight on how the public can help in keeping the environment clean.
The environment of a commercial city like Lagos must be kept clean at all times. For this reason, the street sweepers get to work as early as possible to keep the highways clean. While the private sector participation operators move around the residential area picking up dirt littered across the state. Lagos, with a population of about 24 million, generates over 13,000 metric tons of solid waste daily. Of that figure, an average person generates 0.69 kilograms per day, which presents a huge task, but the State Waste Management Authority says the collection process is about to change.
Before now, with our public waste collection, we have in the region of 25 to 40 operational waste collection trucks that were fairly used. A majority of them have already spent a good part of their early life in Europe or all over the world before they came back, before they were placed in Lagos. But what we have now are brand new 102 compactors and waste collection trucks that are locally assembled with a local content, local initiative, and also with our input into what exactly we want the truck to be able to do, as well as 100 double dyno bins that can be in public places, markets, and co. What that will do for us is when it will further enhance our operational needs and ensure that all our needs are fully catered for in terms of what we need to ensure that the 13,000 metric ton of waste generated daily are fully catered for. In the collection as well, we have our PSPs with their own formation, having up to if not more than 900 trucks to complement what the state have for public spaces.
Monitoring the waste collection, we proceed to the island. At Falomo area, one of the newly launched compactor truck is already on the streets picking up refuse. A A sitting position for the waste collector is also factored into the newly designed trucks. Even at night, Loma officials are carrying out their duties. At Mushi Market, the street sweepers are ensuring the environment is clean. Oshodi is also taken care of. A dino bin stationed here for market men and women to drop their waste. This is not the first time the state government is investing so much into the waste management system. In January 2018, the administration of Governor Akinwumi Ambode rolled out 200 compactor trucks with over 20,000 bins deployed across the state, managed by environmental utility group Visionscape. But not much success was recorded, and the company eventually withdrew its services. This caused a setback in the terms of waste management, a situation the leadership of Loma says will not be allowed to repeat itself.
Most critically, like I said, the previous administration, like you mentioned, made some investment in there, but it's very, very important to make the right investment at the right time and sustainably as well. So the difference in what is being done now is the sustainability part of it and doing it at the right time, and then letting the end user have a contribution into what is actually needed. It's not about volume, it's about meeting needs. What we have now is Loma is not being given tools off the shelf. Loma is being given tools that Loma designed and Loma put together itself to say, this is what I need. What I need is different from what I give you.
The waste managers are also concerned about indiscriminate dumping of refuse by residents.
Tenements are continually encouraged to wait with their waste and dispose their waste, through the PSP assigned to their area. It is the role and the responsibility of the PSP assigned to a particular area, whether it is tenement, residential, whether it is in the market, whether it is in industrial, commercial. It is the role of that PSP to come around at least once in a week and pick up the waste. So people are encouraged to patronize the assigned PSP operators in their area. They should stop indiscriminate dumping. And of course, I would like to tell you that the state government has just approved additional 24 new magistrate courts to try environmental offenders in Lagos State.
Such attitude can be mitigated by reporting anyone found guilty. Already some people have been apprehended by the state government.
A lot of attitudinal changes need to happen. Most of the places that you see during the day, that you see that they are littering and co there, we clean by 4 a.m. the entire city is clean. We ensure, our aim is to ensure that by the time people start coming out by 5:30, everywhere is quickly clean. But one of the key things that we need to do is that continue with our advocacy plan. So we're rolling out a robust advocacy plan with the Ministry of Environment. And you can see that the Ministry of Environment launched the City Monitor app as well for any form of environmental infractions that could be anywhere. So we need people to download those things on Google Play, on iOS, to be able to report infractions. If you see your neighbor or someone burning refuse, that's against the law, you need to report that. If you see someone migrating waste from point A to point B, you need to report that.
Lagos State has 5 active dump sites: Olushosun, Igondo, Ekpe, Ikorodu, and Badagry, where rehabilitation is currently going on to prevent fire disaster.
Currently, we have 5 active dump sites in the state, which is Olushosun. We have in Igondo, we call it Solus. Then we have Ekpe. We also have in Ekpe in Ikorodu. Then we have another one in Badagry, we call it Yafi. All those dump sites now, they are properly managed in comparison to what they were a couple of years ago, 3 to 4 years ago. And what we've done is, we've done an extensive rehabilitation into the dump site. We spent in excess of about 3 to 4 billion on the dump site to ensure that all the roads are accessible. We have more platforms than before. Previously, across this dump site, we probably have an average of 6 platforms. Now we have in excess of 10 to 12 platforms that are effectively working. What we continue to see is, you will not see the hazard that you saw that's happened before, where we have all this burning fire in dump site. We are now trying to control landfill. That's what we're doing now. Currently, what we're doing at our landfill, especially Olusosun, is to repair the platform. The way it works in landfill, majority of the space you see is waste. So even creating a new road, you have to create a road on waste. So we have in-house engineers that are very good at doing that, and our project team with our contractors that we employ. So we need to ensure that that road is stable enough to withstand the pressure of the over 900 trailers that goes in there on a daily basis.
Waste can also generate wealth. Government is already keying into such initiative. Major solid wastes are processed at material recovery facility at Igondo area, where one of the recycling plants is situated.
This is a material recovery facility, and it is one of our company, West Africa Energy's plans to achieve a zero waste to landfill in the communities that we work in. LOMA, which is the Lagos Waste Management Authority, has been able to divide Lagos in sort of a waste collection grid system. So the sort of grid that we operate in spans from Ogba all the way to Badagry, Apapa, and those wastes are the waste that come. So whatsoever waste, even if it's vessel waste, the vessels coming in, the waste comes here. There is no point in us having waste going to landfill, causing degradation of the environment that we live in, the communities that we live in. A lot of us source our water from the earth, so we have to pump our water from the ground. And the water contamination that you get from having waste just dumped on the landfills is incredible. So what we as West Africa Energy have come to do is to say there has to be a change, because it's what is done in the developed world, and we sought for the valuable fractions. What do I mean by valuable fractions? The sort of materials that can be recycled. It goes on our conveyor belts, and the organics are already out. They are below 50 mil. So the inorganics, which are like recyclables and non-recyclable fractions of inorganic waste, goes on our picking line. And on our picking line, we have physically people that would manually sort them into the fractions, into paper, into metals, as you can see, into the can, aluminium can, and all that. Even nylon has different fractions. Plastics, your household plastics that we use to wash our plates at home, they have different fractions. So we sort all those and we bring them into our batching plant, which is just right here behind you. And we compress them or we crush them for the recycling industry.
Launch the Packham app to residents for people to download and use for picking up of their recyclables. So if you download the Packham app as a resident, anytime you have a bag full of recyclable, be it plastic, bottle, metal, tin, can, just put all of them in that bag. Once the bag is full, request collection on that app. One of the recyclers will come to you, or one of the new Loma trucks will come to you to pick it up. When we pick it up, we normally tend to pick a lot of recyclables on Saturday when everybody is at home in the morning. So you pick that recyclables up, it goes to a recycler, they will process it, send it to the off-takers. That's what they use to make some of the t-shirts that we see, from our pillows, our cushion, our plastics that we see around. So it's something that we're returning back to ensure that the value chain flow. But the Packer map is very important for people to download and use. And when you download and use the Packer map to pick up your waste, on a monthly basis, we give cash prizes away, 10,000 Naira cash prizes to 100 winners on a regular basis.
Achieving a cleaner environment is a collective responsibility of residents and the government, and the Lagos State government is encouraging everyone to sort their waste before collection in order to generate wealth from waste, keep the environment clean and stay healthy.
And that's the program for this week. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Till next time, please stay safe.